Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy B3, back with another kicking action figure review. Today we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Page Punchers Aquaman Black Manta. I'm very clearly still sick. I am sorry about that, but I do need to get this out. And I am feeling a little better than the last video. I think my voice is worse, but I feel better. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, he's pretty cool. It's really just the DC Multiverse line, except the designs are original and it comes with a comic. Pretty cool. Let's actually move the figure out of the way and we'll talk about the comic first. Each comic is the same issue 1 of this Aquaman one-shot, but the cover art matches the character. If you saw my review on the Ocean Master, you saw the Ocean Master cover art. If you get Aquaman or Aqualad, it has a cover art featuring them respectively, and so Black Manta's has a cover featuring him. And I'm selling my Ocean Master one, but I think I'll keep this one, because I love Black Manta so goddamn much. This figure actually went up in price a little while ago, probably because of the Aquaman movie, but then it looks like they just re-released this whole wave. So not only did his price drop on the web and whatnot, but also, he became easier to find in stores. I saw him at Target when I went to get some pizzas for a friend and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll just go ahead and pick him up. They had the whole wave there. I still need the Aquaman and Aqualad, but I do have the villains. Anyhow, it's a pretty good comic. You know, I wasn't impressed with the Batman fighting the Frozen that came with the Mr. Freeze. I didn't really like it that much other than the art. But this one's got cool art. All the character designs are cool. And it's a good story. It's just a one-shot. Aquaman, Tempest, and Aqualad, who's now going by Aquaman in this as well, because he's a big boy now. You know, they're fighting Black Manta. There's a flashback that has Ocean Master in it. Ocean Master has a classic design in the flashback. It's not the design that he has on like the cover or on the figure, but to be completely honest, I've gotten over that. It did bother me at first, and now I'm like, you know what? Who cares? The design is cool, and I got a figure of it. So yeah, Ocean Master's not heavily featured. He's just in a flashback, but it's a neat little one-shot. Just a nice little self-contained story with a cool cover art. So you get that ring, like he's about to fire his blast, or has just fired his blast. Very neat. I do wish this had a cute little title, though, because it just looks like the first issue of an ongoing run, which it is not. I wish it had a title like Fighting the Frozen, you know, like the Batman one did. It also comes with the standard stand that comes with all these McFarlane DC figures. He's got a little DC on it. Sorry. This one isn't open. I'm just going to keep the plastic on it to protect it, but here's the one from my Carapax figure. It's the same stand. Just so you know. And then there's also a plastic sleeve kind of on the Black Manta card. I don't think it should be the same art as the comic. I think it should maybe be concept art or interior art or something. Or maybe an artist's sketch. I don't need the same art on both, you know? That's kind of a waste of space, don't you think? I mean, yeah, this doesn't have the Aquaman title and stuff on it, but it's not taking up much room. It's not like there's text all over it, you know, like there would be on comic shelves, because it doesn't need that to draw your eye, because you're mostly getting the figure. And then there's a little read-up. The layout on the back for Page Punchers cards is a little different than for the normal ones. Alright, well, let's move this stuff aside, and we'll get David out. That's right. We're on a first-name basis. So, here is Black Manta himself. Pretty cool figure. He does come with this kind of big, I don't want to call it a trident, let's call it a harpoon. This big old staff. Pretty cool. Little color on it. Nice. It goes in this hand, obvi. And then these arm blades are also removable. I wasn't sure if they would be or not, but they are, so you can display him without them if you wish. But I'll be displaying him with them because they're fucking sick as hell. Of course. He's got a really cool design. I like all the silver on the face. Big eyes. There's no fucking way he'd be able to see out of this helmet. So it has to be a screen in there. It has to be. Little red vents. Just nice little reds and silvers throughout. You know, he's got his little jets, his air. And he's got tubes going into the helmet. And they move around with it. There's some glue. I see some glue running off. Since he's a character that's often wet, I can pretend that's detail, but it's not. It's a sloppy mistake. Admittedly. But this is a radical design. Black Manta is one of my favorite DC Comics villains. He's really cool. He's just a man, ever since Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is really what made him one of my favorite DC villains. Because he wants to kill Aquaman for killing his dad. But Aquaman killed his dad because he thought Black Manta's dad killed his dad. So he's kind of just... he's living out Aquaman's folly. Aquaman got that same kind of patricidal revenge that Black Manta wants. And Black Manta shows Aquaman the harm that killing does. God, the new 52 origin for Black Manta is just so fucking good. It's just so fucking good. It's so much better than Guy Who Wants Atlantis' Riches. He is Aquaman's folly. Aquaman sees himself in Black Manta, and Black Manta is too blind to see himself in Aquaman. It's so good. Let's hope the articulation is as good as his origin story, huh? Up and down. Got a really magnificent wobble on this dude. Oh my lord. Side to side, which will be hindered a little because of the tubes, but as far as he'd be able to look in real life, he can look, so that works out. You know, you have these joints on the arm, up and down. You know, the shoulder pads really don't hinder like you think they would. Forward and back, bicep swivel, double elbow bend, rotation, and forward and back. And you can turn those so that they articulate a little differently. Nice movement on the torso and on the waist. In and out on the legs, forward, back, because he has a rubber bussy covering instead of hard plastic like a Hasbro figure would. Then, double knee bend. He does have a fin here that kind of hits the back of the leg before his calf would. There we go. And then you do have turnable joints in the feet with an ankle pivot, up and down, toe beans. My voice is starting to clear up a little, I think. God, he's so cool. Now how about we get into some size comparisons. Plop him right there. Now, you know, we've got to compare him with other page punchers. Yes, am I right, folks? Excuse me. First off, how about a page puncher from his wave? It is the Ocean Master I couldn't shut up about earlier. I think they look pretty cool together. Pretty perfect. So he already scales well with his own line, which is all that is required. That's all he needs is to scale well with his own line. But I'm going to show him with some other puppies anyway. How about a McFarlane DC Multiverse figure? Another one that I've reviewed. It is the Justice League Endless Winter Black Adam. Okay, yeah, they look pretty magnificent together. Two villains, similar names. Very cool. I mean, Black Adam could fucking crush him, but still. Still. Alright, so he scales well with McFarlane's 7-inch figures, but how about we show him with some movie figures? The superhero movies might be on the decline, not because of lack of interest, just because of, quality. But speaking of low-quality films, here he is with some figures from the Flash movie. Dark Flash. And The Flash. Now, here you have him with villains even bigger than himself. That's right, Ezra Miller. And I think they scale pretty well together. So, I mean, they have released an Aquaman 2 Black Adam. Not Black Adam, Black Manta. Sorry, that's my bad. Who would go better with them just because they're in the same continuity. But, still pretty neat. So once again, it scales well with the McFarlane figures. But, the big name in DC figures used to be Mattel. So let's show him with some Mattel figures for those of you that still have a bunch like me. Here he is with the DC Universe Classics tier. And the DC Universe Classics, The Question. He does seem too big for them. But let's show him with a different Mattel line to see how that goes. Here he is with the Movie Masters Man of Steel General Zod, who's even smaller. So that's not going to work. But he is a McFarlane figure. And you know I like to show these McFarlane figures with a Spawn figure, since he's kind of McFarlane's baby. So here he is with the deluxe Spawn with Throne. And this, I think, is perfect. I think that's a pretty excellent scaling. So your Black Manta is going to scale well with other 7-inch figures, I can happily say. But your 6-inch DC figures, I don't think he's going to look great with. He doesn't even look well with these Mattel figures, like design-wise. He's too intricately detailed. So, what are my final thoughts on the Page Punchers Aquaman Wave Black Manta from McFarlane DC Direct? You know, he's actually pretty cool. The comic that comes with him is good. He himself is pretty good. He's well articulated, well painted. Yeah, he's got some lazy gluing on him, but I can look past it. I like his accessories a lot. I like the blades. The harpoon is cool. I wish the card had a different image on it, but oh well. It's not like I'm buying it for the card. I'm not even buying it for the comic. At the end of the day, the figure is what I care about, and the figure's great. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. I believe I have reviewed every single figure that I just showed in size comparisons. So if you want to see reviews of any of those, definitely check them out. That's it. Thank you all once again. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.